Alright, hello everybody, how are you all doing? So some of you might recognize this thing on this screen right here. It's the WSL 1 thing I showed you a few months ago. Guess what, since then there were a few updates released and now we have WSL 2. And this is really important and really cool for those people who know what this is. To give you a sort of a rundown, WSL is a subsystem for Windows which gives you the ability to use an entire Linux environment inside of your Windows system, therefore eliminating the need for having a virtual machine with Linux. But you do see me sometimes on stream. Go check me out on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/beinggreen247. I sometimes use a virtual machine because it's, it's more fully featured and such. However, there are some important changes with WSL2, so let me actually remind you. So some of you might remember this video about WSL1, how to set it up on Windows 10. This is the same install I use on my main workstation right now. So the same apps, the same tools, everything's the same. And pretty much, there's the guide. I'm not gonna show it because GitHub has some problems, but I have the guide loaded up over here. And pretty much what I tell you guys to do is to install these prerequisites. This will go for the same thing as back then. You'll need these three runtimes in order to make it work. The runtime version 11, 12 and 14. Then follow the guide as I would show you in the video. So go watch the video entirely, the link will be down there in the description. Everything is explained in that. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel because I have a few project videos planned with the Raspberry Pi and such. Anyway, so here's the official guide by Microsoft how to enable WSL2. WSL2 by itself is an upgrade to the original WSL1. However, there are some requirements. 1. You're going to have to make sure that you have a Windows version of 2004. To check this, type in WinVer in your search result or in your search, hit enter, and what you should see is a video window pop-up which will say your Windows version. I have updated today to Windows version 2004 and my build is 19041, which is important because according to the prerequisites you need to have a build of 19041 to make this work. So again, if you haven't updated to the version 2004, update to it. It has a ton of nice things in it. It does change a few things around and make it a bit less of a usable experience, but hey, if you clean it up first, it will work just like a charm. So this is a few of the prerequisites to, make this work. One of the main reasons to have WSL working is since this is not a subsystem but pretty much a full-fledged VM inside of your system. Why do I have this open? I can close it now. You'll need to enable the virtual machine platform. It's an optional component, but you'll have to enable it. It's a feature that's available within Windows, and you need to enable it using the PowerShell. Using PowerShell with this command they give you. So to do that, go into your search, type in PowerShell. And this is what it should pop up with, Windows PowerShell. And you want to click Run as Administrator. Now, in my recording, my computer will lag as soon as I run this command. But it will work, so you'll have to trust me. So I will be quiet now for a while until this gets finished. So just be patient. This should work right off the box. If you followed everything as I showed you, you'll need to have WSL1 installed along with all the prerequisite packages as I showed you with the guides. So just follow the first guide, come back to this, run this command, and you should be golden. I will run this now, so just be patient. So it seems that it got enabled quite seamlessly. So that's good. Now we'll need to set Also, if you have a look, I'll zoom in on this so you guys can see it actually. As you can see, it says the operation completed successfully. This is how it should look like. It will use the online flag along with the enable feature. So it will pretty much use the deployment image servicing and management tool, which is this abbreviation of it. And it will pretty much enable the feature for you by saying what feature you want. You want the entire feature and you do not want to restart. That's pretty much what the command says. So that's the first step in going into the right direction. However, you're going to have to set a command to make it use WSL too. To do that, there's WSL-set default version. Copy that by clicking this, or just select everything like that and copy it this way. It depends on you. Also, close your WSL instance if you have one open. Right click, hit enter, and oh, would you look at that? WSL2 requires an update to its kernel component. For more information, please visit this link. So, pretty much what you want to do is you want to update the kernel. So you click the link they provide you over here on this page. There will be the link separately down in the description. And this is what you would do to download pretty much the kernel. However, what you want to do, you want to download the kernel update package. So you want to click this thing right here. It says, please download the latest WSL2 Linux kernel update package for x64 machines. You click this, and it's going to download an MSI file, which pretty much contains the update for WSL itself. I haven't downloaded this. I'm doing this on the fly. I do not know if it's gonna work. I'm just doing it to see if it works. If it works, I'll be happy. I'm just doing this all on the fly, so you guys know what I'm experiencing with these videos. Also, my camera is a bit off center, so that's why I'm not centered. If that triggers you, your problem, I'm not gonna bother fixing it. Anyway, once it's downloaded, you'll see this WSL update x64 MSI file. You wanna click this. It will prepare, and this is the WSL installation. You wanna click next, and it's going to ask for administrative privileges, and it's verifying the install, updating it, copying new files, and there we go. It completed the upgrade, so that's what we wanted. So we approve the installation and everything's done. So we can pretty much close this window. I'm gonna keep it open. So after that, you wanna go back to your PowerShell and run the set default version to 2 once again. This time, as you can see, it says for information on differences with WSL2, please visit. Yeah, that's what it should say, because we have set a different version. So, that's that. So now, after that, they will show you some steps on how to install your distribution the Microsoft Store way. However, there is a different way. I already showed you how to install it using the PowerShell method. So since I already have it installed, I don't have to do this. The only thing I'm gonna worry about in this video is how I'm going to switch. So I've already installed WSL. I already switched the version. Well, to do that, all I have to do is copy this command right here. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to copy this command right here. Go back. Right click. It's pretty much the same command, but you know, just running it one more time. So now we have WSL2. So now what? Is it going to work right away? I don't know. We can check. We can try and install Ubuntu 2004 if we wanted to. But you know, I don't need it. So there must be a way to check if it's actually working or not. Well, there is actually. So I have the Windows. If I can type. Do I have the Windows terminal? I don't know. Is it a separate, like... There's a run terminal. Oh yeah, that's just this thing. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Anyway, so now we decide to run WSL. Oops, WSL. You can see we now have a WSL, a different one. So we click open, it's going to open up WSL. And one thing you will notice is that it looks different. we have a different thing here. So what we can do is type in WS. Okay, I want to see WSL, and I want to see a version. So WSL.exe dash dash. Is there a help? Like help? Okay, there is a help. I want to see which version we're on. So there's dash all, dash L, there's some other options. There's a method for exporting, a distribution stuff. I want to see a version though. So let me do like this, dash dash version. And of course it doesn't show anything. Well, we can also set a default version, which we did set to WSL2. So what I'm thinking, since this is a Linux distribution, we can in fact run neofetch, and as you can see, it still shows up as the regular thing. So there must be a way to check if it's actually the right version. We did say, hey, we want to use WSL2. Well, is there a way for listing it out? Well, let's see. Again, I'm trying to figure this out as I'm going, so I do not know that. Maybe we could do... hold on. Troubleshooting installation. Again, I'm trying to figure this out. This is pretty much it. There's not much else to it. But let's do this. WSL-L-V. This command should work. Okay, it says that we have a instance running for Ubuntu 18.04. That's cool and all, but I want to change something. I want to change the version. So this is what we want to do. We want to close the Linux environment we have open right now. In fact, we could try and kill it, but that's not what I want to do. And what you want to do is you want to copy this command to set a distribution to the backend, either by either version of WSL. Please run, and this is the command. Now, this command will be used to switch between our distributions. The reason why I ran this command first is that I know the name of the distribution, and in my case, it's Ubuntu 18.04. So I right-click, set WSL set version. Now watch what will happen. I will say Ubuntu, oops, not like that. I'm gonna say distribution name. So we're going to copy distribution name from the previous command, put it in, and if you look at the syntax, we now need to type in the version number. The version number we want to use is 2. By running this, it says conversion in this process may take a few minutes, which is fine. We want it to be converted to WSL2, not WSL1. So again, if you already have a distribution installed using WSL1, this is a way you would convert it. And I will recommend you this way, because one, it's safe, and you won't be risking breaking anything pretty much. So now, this may take a few minutes, because it's doing it for us. We already have the WSL2 feature enabled. We already have it set as default. But since we've installed our distribution using WSL1, this is the way we would do it. Now every other distribution should get installed using WSL2. However, since we've used WSL1 to install our distribution, pretty much also my computer just lagged, that's fine. Pretty much the only difference is that we'll be using a better version. I already enabled all the necessary things. It only took a few minutes, but I spent a lot of time talking about this because it's important to explain everything. So we're just waiting for Ubuntu 18.04 to be converted to WSL2. Now, don't freak out. If my computer lags, that's fine. And as you can see, conversion was complete. So if we run our WSL-L-V command again, you will notice we have Ubuntu 18.04. Status stopped, saying version 2 instead of version 1. So what will happen if we run Ubuntu 18.04 this way? We'll run it again, and we're now on WSL2. What we can do with this running in the background, check the state again. It says it's running now. So what we can do is we can run neofetch once again. Give it some time. And you'll notice, one, we have a new kernel version. Instead of running kernel version 4.04 as we had before at the beginning, we are now running version 4.19. Now it's not the latest nor the greatest, but it's one that works. You'll notice also that it takes about 2 gigs of your RAM away. Previously we had about 8. Now we have around 6. That's the new thing with WSL, it will take more memory from you. But hey, it works pretty much. I don't think I have HTOP installed, but that's pretty much it. That's WSL in its full glory. There's not much else to it. That's WSL2 enabled, as you can see, and that's pretty much it. That's how you would do it. Again, I will make a full write-up on this, so just be on the lookout for that. I'll quickly edit this video, get it released. If there are any problems or issues you have with this setup, just let me know and I'll try my best to explain everything. So pretty much the only thing you need to remember is that NeoFlash is showing us that we're running a new kernel version and everything, and that's pretty much it. I may have cut that part away because it wasn't related, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If it was helpful, share this video around, and I will see you guys in the next one, which will be a tutorial video real soon on this channel, like I do pretty much weekly. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.